What is up, YouTube? It is Tuesday. We did not do a video yesterday. We had to bring 2 pigs to the butcher, and that just started our day up for a real crapshoot of a day. One pig is great and walked right on, and the other one gave us a hell of a time. And it made the day interesting, and we all parted ways, and we had to make 2 trips to the butcher, and it was like a whole thing. But today is Tuesday, and Tuesday is gonna be great. It is beautiful. The guys are moving some equipment around, getting a sander out of a truck, gonna load up the Hydroseeding, I'm pretty sure, and we're gonna get at it. So come along with us. Ready to go plowing?
Where's your...
I gotta go get I'm missing parts from my mount.
Oh, it's on that mount.
No, I have the mount. I don't have the screw in piece. You ready for a great day, Harvey?
Yeah.
Want to go wrangle some pigs?
That's all done for a month.
It's a magic trick. We made it go from winter to summer. Just like that. It's official. It's officially summer if the Hydroseeding's in, right?
Salter's out, Hydroseeding's going in. It's gonna snow probably.
like we're a bigger company.
Done like that.
Right. And then it's pretty much like 3 sections.
Right.
And like that's what I was saying.
If it started to rain or something, at least a section is done.
Right. Well, and you know, if we have another weed whacker,
right,
and one more person, 2 people on weed whacker, someone blowing behind them, a section will be done. And I feel like we're all push each other to
right,
try to get it done.
Right.
I was literally thinking that.
Yeah.
And we look like a bigger company because instead of one section seeing 2 guys thinking we're this little company, because they don't live down this end and they never see. And then where do you want me to like hop in the middle and do by the dump?
I can probably do like that, but I wouldn't do like around the houses.
Oh, so you do that and I'll go do
I can
around
do the houses.
I'll go do around the houses.
Okay. What is this?
I'll
done?
do this little, no.
Oh.
You can do that.
This isn't very
You can
long.
do this strip and like this hill.
Yep.
And I'll do that little corner and around the houses, and then Harvey will be here.
Yeah, Hydroseed's all growing.
Yeah, the Hydroseed's all growing. It's all little baby grass. And Max is doing great. He's just cruising right along.
Yep.
But no, literally when I was mowing like behind those houses, I was like, why don't we all do this all the time?
This is going so fast.
It is. And I wonder if like in total we cut some off just because we're all like, you know, the weed whackers, if there's a couple of them, they're pushing each other.
Right.
I don't know. I think we should try it like that.
Because we're literally almost done other than trimming.
Right. Which Max has kept right up with us. He's just gonna go down the middle, or Harvey can hop on a
And imagine when
weed
Christian's
whacker.
back and there's 2 trimmers, 3 mowers.
Right.
But then I don't know. Harvey might be, that little one might be Harvey's more.
I know,
He does awesome with the little spots.
I know, that's kind of what I was thinking too. We'll see how he feels about it.
Right.
But all right, I'll do that little
Not
corner.
saying that means you have to hop on a big revolt. You
No,
still might
actually,
like your
I'm
sit
kind
down.
of liking it, and I said I'd never sell my Maverick, and I'm like, you know, maybe we should have 3 revolts.
Well, I don't know about selling the Maverick though, because if I could, I would keep it and put a vac bagger on that, and just have that set up for like cleanups and stuff.
But I don't know. I might change my mind from a Rebel X to a Revolt. All right, well, I'm gonna get going.
All the islands are kind of like not very thick.
All right.
I think we're sweet.
I'm gonna video you right here, and then I'm gonna hop on the houses. So,
I'll go around these front yards and then do the ones in the middle there.
Perfect. Yep.
And then
All right.
You're gonna drop all of them if you look at.
What you doing, Joe?
Topping off the Earl.
The Earl?
I think it's time for an oil change, but we're gonna do that at home, and this is here for another day or two. So
yeah,
giving a little top off.
Max and Harvey are finishing up weed whacking, blowing everything off, and we have a third of this place mowed. Harvey and Max mowed like just under a third of it yesterday, finishing a section of the cleanup, and the other third, or a little over a third, where the sun is, it's like sprouting up, but it's not horrible. But we need to get it on a Friday schedule, and they have another project for us to work on, so we're gonna go do that project first, and then Max and I will probably stay in here doing some work, and Joe and Harvey are gonna go get the Hydroseed ready, go over to one account and do a spot, and then whatever's left, they're gonna come in here and touch up whatever bare spots are priority.
We'll probably wind up putting a few tanks out here.
Yeah,
but
that's what we're thinking.
This we could just got this few spots to do at the other.
A couple little spots at
the
the first place.
Better half of, or 3/4 of a tank we'll put out here. So
we're making it happen. Lots to do, and it's a beautiful day. Joe and I are gonna flip the truck around. This was all trees cut this winter, but somebody was dumping all their stuff in all their, flower pots, and so he's gonna use the skid steer and just take some of it. It's obviously this was all wooded before, so it's kind of all branches and a mess. Looks like they started a pile down here of sticks for us that we'll pick up, but we're just gonna get, you know, a chunk of it, clean up a little bit on the edge, and then we'll call this good. This is one of the sections that we need to hydroseed and throw rocks off the grass. So we hydroseeded this in the fall, and then this is our only snow dump in here. So between all the, you know, pushing the snow and all the salt, we're feeling there is still some baby grass coming up, but I don't think it's going to do well. So we're going to scratch this all around, clean this up, and I think this will be the first spot that we hydroseed. The ruts. I need water. This looks a bit different. Gained like 8 feet of space. I raked all out front, but we're gonna still have to do this section right here and maybe below this, but the truck can't get much more in it, so we're gonna go dump this. Joe's gonna push back piles, and then we'll come finish in here. Max and I will probably finish in here while Joe and Harvey go and get ready to do those 2 hydroseed drops. right, Max and I are done. Feels good. Joe and Harvey just got here and they are spraying some seeds.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
I said you're working so hard. Hold that hose. Good job.
It's on my hose. Until the part where I'm actually working.
Okay. I'll make sure. Safety training.
He should recreate the right.
This is for what you should not do. Finished cleanup, we did raking, we did hydroseeding. It's been a day. We have a whole week planned, so if you don't subscribe, please subscribe, stick around, we have more fun to come. And yeah, it's hot. It's 80 degrees in New Hampshire. Joe, is this one of the first times we've hit 80 this year?
Yeah, I think it was 76 or 7 the other day.
Okay, you probably don't need that much.
I was just throwing some in.
Got it.
There's probably enough in there to do it, but
yeah,
if it's like half full or better, it doesn't take much to pump up.
But all right, YouTube, we are gonna pack up, head home, and drink some ice cold water, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hope you have a great night. Peace out, YouTube.